Hi, this is probably my third video. I'm unwell, so I'm doing my best not to have a coughing fit. In a few of the videos it was coughing and then yawning because I was doing the videos at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to cram. So, Scorpio, this is for you. I do have, how many friends do I have? I've got 3 friends that are Scorpio, and my Venus house is Scorpio as well. So, I didn't used to tell anyone what zodiac signs I was, and that's because, I don't know, I just didn't, so that's me. Okay, so there are some pictures on Instagram or Facebook connected to the products that I've been working on. I have really been very, very busy producing the products, which some of them you'll probably see behind me in storage. At a later date, it will be at a separate location, but at the moment it's just being stored here. The shop will be open shortly. I am working on some of the insurance connected to the locations I will be selling to, so that information will be coming soon. So if you're wanting to have a quick look, a video is going to be uploaded, but it's not fantastic quality, but it just gives you a snippet idea of some of the products connected to just the candle range on this occasion. But there are other products. There'll be smudge sticks, incense connected to Reiki, chakra healing, teas perhaps, bath salts to diffuse negativity, similar situations if you are psychic and feel you have a heavy energy in the house. There'll be black sandalwood candles. So depending on what you're looking for, there should be something on there. And if you're not spiritual, they're nice candles. Okay, so for you guys, okay, you have this energy at the moment that I'm picking, that it is very quiet, and you've got a lot on your mind, and you're not wanting to communicate certain things because you're doing a lot of processing. A lot is happening. You're very, very busy. You are burning the candle at both ends. But in some aspect, you're needing time out. Now, the time out isn't because you have an issue with people as per se that are around you, but you need a bit of a shake-up, and the shake-up is more, you just need to get out and away and do something completely different than what you've been doing. You feel the vibe has been Groundhog Day, and it's not that you're not okay with Groundhog Day, it's that aspects of it have been busy, but in a sense of Groundhog Day. And you're needing an element that is going to assist you to get out of your head and detoxify some of the things you're carrying so that you can have that balanced vibe again. And you are very balanced and you're very passionate. You have massive ideas. You have had for several years some ideas in mind that you've wanted to be acting on, but you haven't as yet due to circumstances, and that's okay, because that's all about divine timing. Sometimes when things are blocked, we sort of feel that it's blocked for a reason, I'm being punished. It's not so. It's all connected to aspects where the universe will force you to do healing connected to certain areas. So it can be suddenly you have to focus on family, or it might be connected to your career, and then it might be directly connected to self. And being a number 1 year, at the very beginning through to the middle of this year, is very much about the foundations and the epiphanies of ideas connected to what you're wanting to co-create in your new beginning. Now, we're all having a new beginning as a whole because we're wiping the slate clean, and anything we weren't able to do last year, we've had that massive catch up where we've had to do that now. So what you're now doing is you're putting the foundation down for your mindset of what you're wanting to create, what you humbly feel is adequate for you. So be very careful of your thought process of what you're thinking. If you're feeling a mansion is for you, then feel it and think it and believe it. If you're thinking a convertible is for you, believe it and it will be so. And for some reason, car is coming up as well. Don't let the visual of a 3D block what you physically can have and attain. because that's a mindset. It's not a reality based. So you can help co-create the positive things in your life you're actually wanting by your mindset of a belief system. I do see you socialising quite a bit, but it also feels like with people that you had not mixed with in a while, or you have been mixing with well, it's kind of a strange energy. It's kind of split in between. It feels as though it doesn't feel, it feels right, but an aspect of you's outgrown it. And that could be a temporary energy where, as I said, you need that shake up where you're actually doing something completely different or going back to the old what you used to do. But it is something where you need to have a little bit of time out to be able to do some purging, so that you can have a bit of clarity. So for some, they drive to the ocean. I mean, I used to do that. If I was processing, I would take my iced coffee and I'd go for a drive, and I would go to the beach and detoxify. You also, I feel, you're working hard. Now, this doesn't have to be physically at work. I do feel an energy connected to work. There is either A, more responsibility, or B, you've outgrown it and you're doing it, but you have outgrown it. And you may actually apply the energy of what you've done in the career you're currently in, if that is the scenario, where you can actually place it back into another scenario. You had past tensely blocked yourself connected to the 3D. And when I say the 3D, I'm meaning that I have bills to pay, but it's not the right time. Maybe you'll just be patient. We all do that. And at times there's complete reasons we do that, but then the universe can actually take over where they say, well, vibrationally speaking, you have well and truly been ready to do something completely different, and you've placed yourself second, and that's when dynamics occur to actually shift you so that you start moving in that correct direction where you're needing to be. On one of the other videos, the twin flame, there was kind of an energy behind me. I can actually see one down at the bottom. I finally got my black necklace. It broke, and that always protects me. And after it broke, I actually started getting quite sick. Psychic protection. Not that life can't get to us. You might find for you, this is also relevant, that you have a loved one who's around you at the moment, and it might be that a person or a loved one who's passed over is on your mind, and you are wishing for them to be around you, be it in the 3D, that is visually here, you know, on this plane, so in human form, or passed over, they are with you. And know that even though at times you're feeling alone and you're really struggling with some aspect of a direction, they are trying to help you move in the correct direction. Please try not to get interfere connected to it, because they're with you the whole way. They know that you've been working very, very hard over the years and that you do need a break, and that break is going to come. They're asking you to have faith and that it's going to sort itself out. Okay, now in your personal reading, in the general section, I've kept it as we had it before, and that was, if you hear a beep, it's my dishwasher. It's so much work to do. Okay. In your general life, the first section is monetary related, the second section is going to be family related, the third is an in general, and then we'll go on to the singles reading. Okay, at the moment, in your financial situation, money, family, general, correct. Okay, in you have this card in reverse. Now, I'm using the computer at the moment, so apologies for the lack of clarity on the card. Now, this is all about you having a resolution to a situation. Now, in your family-related life, at this point in time, you're feeling as though, because you have this card in reverse, you're feeling as though you're in a no-win situation where it comes to family, and this might be directly connected to you providing for your family or you dealing directly with family members. At the moment, you're at a bit of, in the first week I'm feeling, you're feeling like you don't know how to directly communicate, deal with, or fix scenarios connected to family. And this is frustrating you. And for some of you, it may be that your family is at a distance or not on the same wavelength as you. And it feels as though this is very much frustrating you because you are very much a family-oriented person. You're a very patient person, but when necessary, you will step up to the plate and actually set people straight. Your truth, in a sense, through your throat chakra, you are, when required, speaking your truth, but people aren't listening, and that's what's frustrating you. You do also have two individuals in your life directly who are frustrating you. This could be family members, this could be a brother or a sister, it could be children. It's two in particular that are directly causing a drama in some shape or form for you. This could even be friendships where it's frustrating you. You're not feeling in your family life very blessed because, again, you have this in reverse. And it can be that this scenario connected to, and when I say family, a lot of people don't have the paradigm of the traditional family because in this day and age, we very much can consider our friends as our family. So the people who you feel nearest and dearest directly relating to family, there are two that are arduous. My friend told me that was a very big word the other day. They're difficult, and you're not feeling as blessed connected to this because you have had an incredible amount of tolerance connected to it, and it's frustrating you. And the first song I'm thinking about is the Kesha song, This Place Is About to Blow. So, but don't keep it in, because if your truth needs to be spoken, you're going to need to speak it because it is really cheesing you off at the moment. Okay, you're not questioning your beliefs. You know your values connected to this scenario are valid, and that you, in an integral part, you haven't done anything wrong. You're owning your truth and you're being who you are. But to the core, directly connected to these people, it's directly impacting other scenarios, which is then affecting the entire family as a whole due to perhaps opinions, feelings, rifts that have occurred. That is then, it's not helping the family unit flow the way it should be. And the reason I feel it's coming through in your reading is that although in a sense you feel you don't have a power connected to this, I feel in a way you're the matriarch of the family, and that somehow you will find a solution to this. The direct fact that it's directly affecting you is enough said, in a sense that you do have power in some shape or form. So try and own your power. If it's out of your control, you then need to look at your life and say, well, how can I make my family that perfect unit so this vibration doesn't impact me directly? And it might mean completely moving away, or it may be owning your truth and speaking it and saying, we need to deal with this head on. We need to sit down and have that family meeting so we can deal with this aspect and move forward, however that be. Okay. Your money, in a sense, is going to go up. This could be from inheritance. It could be from your direct income. Any shape or form. It could be from anything. And I won't go into lotto because I'm not allowed to say that. There is something, in a sense, where it's going up. It could be given to somebody above you, or it could actually be, I'm feeling it's more, it's coming up. So Try not to stress when money has been dwindling. I feel you have been tying up loose ends connected to bills. Could even be due to holidays and things that you're dealing with. I feel it is getting there. Have faith in it. Try not to put the mindset connected to it of, I'm not going to get it paid in time. Everything's going to be terrible. When you're starting to think that, you need to shut that aspect of it down so that you can relax and you can realize that you can actually have that money coming through. Don't sweat the small things connected to cash. So if suddenly a bill comes up, don't panic. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes it's saying to you, well, slow down. You might actually get money coming through that, focus on things that need to be focused on. Their top priority, deal with that. It's going to happen. Relax. Don't sweat small things. Visualizing there. Visually see it in your mind's eye and believe it. And you'll find that this is going to happen. And it does feel like a faraway destination connected to a cash component. So again, I am physically feeling this could be a journey abroad or to a location that is either A, cold or hot, depending on what side of the hemisphere you're in. Now, connected to family, you might need to give in. Now, or go with the flow. Either or, detoxify yourself to a point where you accept things as they are, or you deal with it directly head on. But I do think it's a split path, and it will be individual for each given case where you guys feel it's fit. But it does feel in an aspect you have made a decision of what you're going to do. Whatever that decision is, you need to surrender to that and you need to own it. You will have patience when it comes to whatever decision you have made connected to this. And in a sense, the person who I was seeing earlier, who is passed over, is directly guiding you from a mature aspect so that you can deal with this head on. You need to walk your truth and own it, because it's well overdue, and they're saying you are as relevant as the rest of the family. And if you're needing to deal with anything in your general life, be it in your love life, be it in your financial life, or any aspect, you need to, anything you're currently dealing with, surrender to it, move towards it, make a choice. Have patience for yourself and others, and own that old soul energy that you are, but truthfully walk your truth. Okay? I shouldn't have had my feet up, they're hurting now. Now, we're going to do the singles. It's going to be a late night for me. It's currently 5 o'clock Australian time. And I have 5 more videos to do. I gave up on the makeup, my face is too small. Okay, singles, what's going on with you guys? Okay, love is on the mind. You're a very romantic person, but you have some other dynamics calling for your attention at the moment. Family related, as I said in the general part, that's popping out really heavily. If you've outgrown an aspect connected to your life, connected to the way you live, you need to address it. This has been calling you for a very long time. You have tried to deal with it from different angles, yet for some reason it keeps swinging back to the same way of doing things, even though you are physically trying to do it from different aspects. Okay? On top of that, what you're finding is your fear base, you're having a lot of things come up directly connected to the past. Now, these are triggering you. I do recall looking at a chart which isn't directly connected to psychic, connections, but very much for you guys this year, it was very much about purging and healing, which did look like a very heavy year. I don't feel that is, for all of you, but I do feel an element directly connected is definitely connected to an aspect of healing a past tense hurt. Now, I do have a friend that I have spoken to, and she is also Scorpio, and myself as well in my Venus house. So for me physically, aspects connected to romance on an aspect of purging have cropped up for me, if you want to know how relevant that is. For my friend, she will then need to directly feel how that's relevant for her. But aspects of things from your past will come up. Don't get into the mindset that it's a shapeshifter event. And when I say that, I'm meaning it's a duplicate of a previous scenario, that this is just going to be the way life's going to be forever, and it's just going to be horrendous. When you have a hurt, that hurt will remain with you forever, as we all know. But it hurts less and less each time it rears its ugly head. It's not that you can't deal with it, and it's not that it's there to punish you. It's more that it's educating you. So as it educates you, what you're going to find is it's giving you more tools for life, and it's helping you to realize an aspect of yourself that has been so strong but you never knew you had. You never knew you had the strength to go this far. Your intuition also is very strong at the moment. You might be having vivid dreams. You may be experiencing a visualization of numbers or synchronicities. Okay. So your intuition connected to things that you're directly dealing with are very much on your mind at the moment. But also, in a shape or form, what you're finding is you feel very uncertain connected to your future. I'm sure it's the camera angle. Anyway, you're uncertain connected to your future. You're concerned about cash. You're concerned about your connection with people and how that will directly link if you've made correct choices, and if there will be a test or a punishment due to current choices. There's no punishment. A choice is a choice. Please feel safe in any choice you make and work with the energy you currently have. You won't be punished connected to any choices you make directed in your love life or your personal life. But there might be a standstill connected to this. And if you are in a current situation where you're at a standstill and you're feeling that perhaps you made the wrong choice, it's not. You were meant to be at a stagnated point so you could do aspects of healing. That's why it's happened. It's not there to punish you. It's actually there in an aspect to say, hey, when you were flat out, you were not dealing with these elements and these aspects. So by actually that being removed from you, where you can't do anything and you're blocked to a degree, it's actually forcing your hand to then direct with these aspects so you don't have to carry that luggage on your back. Okay, something connected to family is evolving and changing, and in an aspect you feel it's an end of an era and a beginning of a new one, but you're feeling it is stressing you. So it could be something connected to family and overseas that is directly stressing you, and it's actually coming up, but it's in a sense of history. It's really triggering aspects connected to you. Again, I am feeling you are focusing on love, but this is what's going on around you while you're trying to focus on love. So once the aspect of healing connected to family is done and you can accept it as is, or verbalize things connected to family, you will be able to be open in a sense to it. But I'm feeling a connection to a reason why aspects of being blocked, and you'll need to look at your rising signs as well, but this is quite heavy coming through at the moment, is that when you deal with that direct energy, it then shifts a section of your life where you're then open at a heart chakra basis to be open to receive love. But when you're dealing with that aspect connected to a past tense hurt, your heart chakra is closed in a sense of being a wall to protect you. So it's not saying love isn't there. It's saying that these things are triggering you, which are directly affecting you. It's going to provide you a fresh start. So this stagnation and healing and change and karma can connected to a cycle is actually going to give you that fresh start. So look at it as a positive sense. And it's going to bring balance, and it's going to give you more time, and it's going to give you strength connected to it. I'm going to pull 3 romance angel cards connected to your love life, because a lot of that has been blockages and healing that's come through. But don't stress over cash. Everything you will always be provided for. And if you truly believe that, that's the way you can actually protect yourself. You can white light yourself. But just believe that you're always given what you need and what you can handle. And nothing would ever happen to you that you could not handle. We do actually choose these roads before we get here. And I will do a video about that later. And I had promised someone, I just haven't got around to it. An aspect for me personally have been blocked connected to that. And that was about me owning my truth connected to how my gift works and my memories from, I will explain later. But it may help some people actually have that connection of the dots of the factor that we do choose this road before we come here. Okay, you're not staying optimistic in your romantic sense, but that's due to the burdens that you're carrying connected to your heart chakra being closed. Okay, as I explained, you are going to have heart-to-heart conversations. This might be necessary towards yourself. If there is a paradigm connected to your family in their romantic love life that has triggered something in you to feel you do not deserve love in some shape or form, you need to rewrite that and understand that was their road, that's not your road. Okay, so that might be for some of you an aspect that could be coming up. You're not loving yourself. Try and nurture yourself, because that self-talk directly connected to romance is triggering a blockage. You can use look up chakra, and you can use healing stones connected to it. Some of the products later when the shop is open, I do have heart chakra related products. I have chakra stones, so there will be those things there. It's not to say you can't find them all over the place, but if you needed them and something is ever mentioned in a video, you can always jump on and see, get an idea. But there will be bath salts, there will be candles connected to it, smudge sticks, Reiki sticks connected to your chakra points. So at the moment, the blockage directly connected to love, if you feel there's no forward movement, it's because of this aspect going on. Other than that, book a reading and we can get more deeper insight for your personal situation. Okay, we'll get on to the couples. This has gone a lot longer than I expected, so you guys have a lot going on. Okay. I picked the cards that I'm guided to use, and okay, money is being a balance for you. Communication is definitely a balance for you at the moment. You have big plans, but your partner is not on the same wavelength as you connected to some of these plans. But that's a blockage connected to them. Please don't take that personally. It's more directly connected to them at an emotional, physical sense of they feel it's not humanly possible in some aspect. They're trying to make aspects of your dreams come true, but some of those aspects can come true directly through you. I feel you do have a little luck around you, but an aspect of self-belief connected to what your possibility is directly there, but 100% have not owned it yet. So as much as an aspect connected to your partner is looking at something in a this is possible sense, you're looking at it from a this is possible sense. If both of you do that, some of the burden's going to be taken off where, you know, work together as a team, that's what I'm saying. But try, if your partner's feeling down and feeling that's not possible, then it's going to directly affect your flow of feeling and it will create a frustration to a degree. There are some conversations that are coming up where you're going to want to get on the same page connected to it. I do feel both of you have been very busy. It does feel smooth. It feels strange though, and I don't know why I'm saying strange. I feel the cards will bring the information through to me. An aspect of you's changed, and you're okay with it. An aspect of them has changed as well. I really do have to smudge this house because I keep saying things. Okay. Okay, your partner's side is the left side. Your energy is the right. The energy between you, I will explain as well. Now, your partner's feeling their wishes aren't coming true, either in the first week or in general, and that's frustrating them. That may be a block. That may be a mental mindset connected to what's going on with them. You feel there's no decision to be made, that a decision had perhaps already been made, and it's directly connected to your romantic affairs. Okay, your partner, directly because of the mindset of their self-belief and self-talk, it's directly impacting their luck. For you, in a sense, for you thinking there's no choices, it's actually made you retreat back because you feel, vibrationally speaking, you can't do these things alone. You need them to be on the page with you. So it's kind of left you at a standstill wondering how to directly deal with aspects and decisions that you need to make. And I do feel a lot of the energy is placed directly back on your shoulders, yet it is a team, so it feels as though, and it might not be that they're doing that intentionally. It might be that you're taking the energy where you're trying to be the leader, but at the moment you're going, well, nothing's really moving. So it might be that you're choosing to hold your energy that way to help them come into their power so that they have some rights connected to a direction in which you're wanting to go. But both of you are waking up to a reality in some shape or form. And I don't feel it's a negative thing. It might be to an understanding of how both of you vibrationally kind of feel connected to things, or how you directly deal with aspects of things. Okay, your partner connected to their blockages and the way they're visually seeing things. It may be that, and I'm feeling in some aspects, this is directly connected to a misunderstanding and or an argument. This could be directly connected to family, and it's triggering them to really stand their ground and say, well, this is how I feel about it, and I'm not budging. Okay, somebody's going to give you advice connected to this, and you're going to have to take the lead connected to it. So if they're not budging, again, you're going into hermit mode and thinking there's no decision to make. Ultimately speaking, you're going to step into a leadership role. So directly after, I feel you're standing back to watch something play out, or to see how they directly deal with something connected to your romance. And after that factor, you're going to make a decision. You're going to be a leader connected to this. So if this is for the positive, you're going to step into your power. If it's for the negative, you're going to make an assertive decision. Connected to money, again, it come up in the general, it's coming up again within the couples. This is connected to finance. So if you have to make an abrupt decision, finance is directly connected to it. If you have to make a decision connected to, okay, well, what are we going to do connected to the family? Which road are we going to go? On a financial level, you will be the one making the ultimate decision or opening the conversation, and your partner might not be on the same page with you. Okay, you're not letting anybody help you. You're actually dealing with this energy directly on your own. And connected to the cash component, the honeymoon's over. So you're being cautious connected to it. It might have been that you had a holiday or you're planning a holiday, so you're really knuckling down connected to the cash. Or that you have spent it on something physically, so you're knuckling down. Okay, your partner, although they're digging their heels in, you're actually learning something about each other through this process of what's triggering you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It can be something that's quite good. I'm not feeling it's bad. I just feel you've got two differing views going on this month. Okay, your partner's going to let go in a sense of trying to hold the reins in the direction it's going. And the laws of attraction are going to provide you with luck, because ultimately speaking, there will be good news connected to finances within your relationship. But I do feel your health in general will improve, as well as the connection between you. You're being very careful in the way you communicate. I wouldn't say you're walking on eggshells, but you know each other well enough, but are learning different aspects of each other connected to how you're going to communicate. So that's your reading for the month. And if you're wanting a booking, you're most welcome to go to link below. Bye guys.